Alright, I'm just going to take a moment to come into a stretch. Take your legs out nice and wide. Nice looseness to your legs if you can. Hands to chest, and just take a moment to come around into a couple of circles. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your nose. If you're just starting, if you haven't warmed up at all, take this opportunity to breathe out through your mouth a couple of times, just releasing any tension, teeth, tongue, lips and jaw. Come around the other way. Good work. Just take your time to cross over your legs the opposite way to what you would normally sit. Nice big stretch up. Exhale over. Remembering if your hips are tight, you do not have to cross the legs. Inhale, lift. Exhale over. Inhale, lift. Exhale over. One more. Exhale over. Let's crisscross the legs the other way. Take a spinal twist, reach one arm back, the other hand to the knee, looking over the shoulder. Release the stretch, come down in front, feel yourself come down to center, wherever you feel is comfortable. And release, come over to the other side, nice twist. So whether or not you're doing this at a day or of an evening, it's nice to detox first thing in the morning and before you go to bed, or even if you're doing this in the afternoon, it's fine. But yeah, it's a good stretch to come into at any time of the day actually. Take your time just to come back into Balasana. Feel a nice stretch through your body. And just round your chin towards your chest, come up into your proud cat and come onto your belly. So come down, feel that the feet widen and the elbows squeeze beside you, and just hinge up into your baby cobra. Just extending the neck and the spine, feeling into a squeeze of the back body, lifting up that lower belly. Take the hands back down. Let's press all the way back into wide knee Balasana now, and start to walk yourself over to the right side. Keep your left hip hinged down if you can. So really feel like you're squaring the hips. Slowly come back to center, walk the arms out nice and long, thinking about coming up into that proud cat again. Chin tucks toward the chest, bend through the elbows, drop down to your bellies. And if you're comfortable, come into a king cobra. Just keep the elbows bent, take your gaze back, shoulders down away from the ears. Release on the exhale, press back, feel yourself broaden the knees maybe a little bit more, and walk around to the left side. Take a nice stretch. Slowly come back to center. Good work. I'm going to come up into all fours. As you come up into all fours, we're going to just take our right leg back, and if you can, feel yourself really press the heel down toward the ground, so you get stretch into the calf and the hamstring. But make sure that you don't press that far back that the shoulders start to move away from the wrist. If that's the case, move a little further up. Feel yourself really active through the shoulders and press back. You've got a little bit of gripping happening through the fingers. If you feel okay here, keep pressing into that right heel and lift and hover the left leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. If you can just bring that left leg a little further in now, just to drop down into your pigeon. Remember, if at all you need a little bit of support here with a cushion or something underneath your hip, underneath this hip, feel free to do so, because sometimes we roll. And if you find that it's very difficult, your hips are very tight, please feel free to bend both legs. So what that would look like is both legs are bent, and you'd be pressing the chest over this leg. That left leg. Let's come forward. Feel free just to take a little shuffle into the hips. You can come up nice and long if you want a little bit more into the spinal extension. Sometimes that feels nice. If you're really flexible and advanced in your practice, Feel free to take the stretch a little further. Maybe you can reach back for the foot. Drawing it in nice and close. Just depends on where you're at. And then once again, if you wanted to go into your king pose, feel free. Depending upon how warm your body feels too, will depend upon what you do here. And your other variation is to drop down and rest and relax. We're just here for one more minute. And just start to slowly come up. Once again, back into those back toes. If you've got that availability, if your leg's bent, just allow yourself to come back into your cow-cats. Just a couple of nice stretches through that back body. I'm going to think about taking that left leg back now, pressing that heel down, making sure that the shoulders are stacked over the wrists. So if you need to walk your wrists back, feel free to do that. Really powering, lifting, still stretching, so you still feel the heel pressed back, and see if you can hover the knee off the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then if you're comfortable, just bring the foot in a little bit and lower down the hips. Once again, any support that you need under that hip, just square the hips, feel free. And if you need to bend both legs and just move over the chest this way, feel free to experiment there. Have a little bit of a play, modifying whatever needs to be modified. I like to rock into the hips a little bit just to open up the body. Remember, not everybody can be upright, so if you're down onto your elbows, feel free to explore a little bit. If you're advanced in your practice, do feel free to take the option of bringing the foot in toward the buttocks, taking the king pigeon if that's available. And then obviously the other options, come down and just rest, a little bit more yin, hold the posture. We will be here for another minute or so, so wherever you're at, you could be more yang and you've got that moving into flexibility, or you could just be relaxing into the posture, which for most people is still quite strong, depending upon your hips. Another 30 seconds here. Feel the breath in and out through your nose. As you slowly come out, you can tuck back at that toe, make your way back onto all fours. Just take a couple of little circles now just to release. Kind of let the head be free to back the other way. Well done. Just grease the joints for a moment. Move the leg 3 times one way. 3 back the other way. Oh, we can hear that rain coming down now. 3 one way, 3 back the other way. Just finish with a stretch in your down facing dog. Paddle out the legs a little. And well done. Namaste.